Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Iman bin Adnan and I'm from class 22B, and my metric number is 221242667. And today I will present to you about cultural self-assessment and reflection of Malay culture. This assignment delves into my Malay heritage, fostering self-discovery by analyzing the elements shaping my cultural identity. By exploring experience, values, and beliefs, it prompts in introspection, unveiling how these aspects influence interaction in our globalized world. Cross-culture management emphasize self-reflection. Each cultural background serves as a prism, reflecting the world through its unique value and communication styles. Understanding our cultural lens enable us to navigate diversity, embracing diverse perspective. Effective collaboration requires recognizing how our cultural perspective influence our view and interaction. Fundamental component of Malay identity is ethnicity. The Austronesian people who migrated and established in the Malay archipelago centuries ago are the ancestor of the Malays. The common lineage act as a unifying element, encouraging a feeling of connection and solidarity among the variously scattered Malay population. Islam, in a particular, is a major factor in forming the cultural environment of the Malay people. Malay customs and Islamic beliefs are closely linked, impacting every aspect of life from social convention, festivities, and also arts to everyday rituals. Next is richness in tradition and arts. The Malay identity is not homogeneous since it is shaped by regional quirks and indigenous practices. Although the Malay in Peninsular Malaysia may not follow the same customs as their counterparts in Borneo or Sumatra, this distinction add to the reach of diversity of Malay culture. The ability of the Malay identity is to change and adapt while upholding its fundamental beliefs and customs is what gives it its resilience. Globalization, modernization, and cross-cultural interaction have all had an impact over time, bringing new dimension to the Malay identity and also creating a dynamic cultural environment that values its rich history. We will move to the next part, which is cultural dimension. The cultural aspect identified by Hofstede provide important insight into the underlying principles and socials mores of Malay society. Malay culture has higher power distance, which highlights a deep respect for authoritative leaders and steadfast commitment to hierarchical institution. The dynamics of organization and social interactions are firmly rooted in respect for leaders, elders, and other individuals in position of authority. The another aspect of Malay culture is collectivism, which places a higher value on interdependence, harmony, and group cohesion than on individual goals. Family, friends, and communities are able to form a tight bonds because of the emphasis on shared goals and mutual support. In Malay culture, avoiding uncertainty is a way to strike to a balance between tradition and change adaptation. Malay frequently embrace specific tradition and cultural practices that offer a feeling to stability and continuity in order to manage their moderate uneasiness with ambiguity and unpredictability. The third one is influence. The the intricate web of historical, geographic, and socio-political factors form the foundation of the Malay people's cultural identity. This identity, which is spread throughout the large Malay archipelago, has been molded by several influences that have permanently altered its customs, traditions, and way of life. They altered the way things were done. Language also evolved. Portuguese, Dutch, and English were imported by Europeans and established as official language in government and education. We move to the next part, which is values and belief. The adaptability and preservation of Malay culture in mixed culture is fascinating. In a diverse world, Malays must balance adopting new practices and ideas with preserving their heritage core values. For example, intercultural marriage and friendship carefully with composite identities. This linkage provide known Malay behaviors new meanings while preserving the culture identity's core value. In language class, familiar sound preserve the mother tongue, sustaining Malay identity throughout the language. Traditional festivals are lively places to reconnect with ancestral rhythm and celebrate common values. So, for the cultural reflection, uh, I think that my rich Malay heritage shaped my worldview and how I navigate its different landscape. My communication approach reflect Malay culture with emphasize respect and harmony in all interaction. My remarks are carefully chosen within this cultural context, and also non-verbal clues are crucial to my communication. I realized how raised eyebrow can say more than a direct judgment. A warm grin is used to ease stress and build goodwill, not merely as a social practice. And also, when there is a disagreement, I automatically go to the deeply rooted Malay principle of muafakat, which emphasizes the significance of understanding one another. And the notion of consensus seeking act as my guide in situation like this. Since I place great value on open communication and identifying grounds of agreement, I try to create an environment where different point of view are respectfully considered, and also accepting the circular argument method known as running, which is common in Malay culture. It is crucial to resolving conflict. When weighing my alternative, I favor reason analysis, but I also readily listen to the traditional voice of experience. My decision making process heavily relies on the subtle knowledge that has been gathered over time, and also the tacit understanding. In this globalized world, my culture's self awareness emerged as an indicator of tolerance and acceptance. It allows me to identify the prism through which other people see the world, that the convention that influence how they resolve conflict and make decisions. Perspective exploration of my Malay cultural tapestry, I have discovered not just my own identity but also a useful roadmap for navigating the cultural intricately interwoven landscape to the contemporary global society. Firstly, I want to actively seek out materials and information about various culture in order to increase my knowledge and comprehension of them. This entails ongoing education through book, articles, journal, workshop, cultural event, and online courses regarding their belief, communication styles, approaches to resolving conflicts and decision making procedures. And furthermore, as part of my attempt to improve my cultural competency, I am committed to actively participating in cross culture exchange and actively looking for chances to communicate with people from a variety of backgrounds. This project is more than just a talk, it is the dedication to paying close attention to their story, fostering candid conversation, and actively taking part in events that promote cross culture interaction. In addition, increasing my knowledge of different culture via media is a fundamental part of my effort to see the world from a wider cultural perspective. Accepting films, TV show, music, and other cultural forms from diverse origin is a purposeful way to immerse ourselves in diverse cultural contexts rather than just a kind of entertainment. Furthermore, my effort to improve my communication styles, including a careful consideration of the wide range of non-verbal clues that are present in many cultural contexts, including body language and gestures. This project goes beyond language nuances to include the minute but essential aspect of communication that differ depending on the cultural setting. And beside, my intention to promote inclusivity and cooperation is based on the basic principle: appreciating the wide range of viewpoint that exists in collaborative environment while deliberately avoiding prejudice and presumption. And lastly, my goal is to promote an environment that celebrates diversity by taking a proactive approach to promoting cultural sensitivity and awareness within my team or organization. In order to do this, I intend to organize culture awareness seminar that offer insightful information about various cultural customs, norms, and viewpoints. As a conclusion, the cultural assessment and reflective analysis help me understand the diverse aspect of my background and how they shape my behavior and views. It, it is also inspired a commitment to continuous learning, engaging in cross-cultural interaction, and adapting to different cultural contexts. And lastly, it equipped me to bridge gap and to build a connection in our diverse world. That's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.